Most want to praise, glory, honor, due unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Rakatash. Double honor to the apostle, elders, and prophets of the great millstone. Another respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. And to the few aquas that are listening and learning, to you I give a sincere shout of one. Just coming back at you with, this going to be more of a, what's it called? Inspiration for the elect of Israel, more than anything. And I don't have a title for this lesson yet, but when I do have a title, I'm just gonna post what the title is, after this lesson. But nevertheless, I'm just gonna go to something that's gonna be inspiration to the Israelites out there, to the elect of Israel, showing you that this man's kingdom is coming. And and just a story about last night, after I was done with my shift, I went and parked, and I went inside to to get something to eat, because I didn't really had anything to eat. So I went inside to grab something to eat, and it was these in the midst of waiting on my order, it was the three Edomites was talking. It was a man and his wife, and then it was the other Edomite they was talking. And they were talking about basically the one Edomite that wasn't married, he basically telling the other Edomite guy that was married that how his father had passed away, and he lost his his land. He had his father had farmland, and his father passed away, and he ended up losing that land, so he had to revert back to start driving trucks. As he was saying that, he basically said that the company, the business that he was doing, driving trucks, it was real slow. And he said he wasn't making enough money, in doing his his job or whatnot. And the other guy, the other Edomite, he drove trucks too. And he basically he basically saying that he was 64 years old, and he was complaining about that he driving too much, and he saying he constantly always on the move, and he always on the road, and him and his wife, they were complaining about how much they was on the road. But nevertheless, this is supposed to be all this is supposed to be their kingdom. You see, this is supposed to be their rulership, because Job 9:24 tells us that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is he. And this is these their rulership. By this is supposed to be their rulership. They quote unquote, they're supposed to be living their best life. And by them, being in their rulership, they like they had the worst rulership, ever, man. And I brought this scripture out, Job 9:24, because the earth is given into their hands as of right now. And it's very ironic that these same people that the earth is given into their hands, these are the same ones that are crying and complaining that things are being unfair. But they never thought about the treatment that they gave to Jace, man, you Black, Latino, Native American, how they treated you all. But yet they want somebody to have mercy upon them, but you are the ones that spoil the whole earth, man. And now Yahweh Shem Shai is getting payback on you all, and you all can't take it, man. And this is just the beginning, and then going on as I was, and I was getting a call from the missus, you know, another Edomite, a woman, by the way, approached up to my truck and telling me that she need a, some money to get back to Chicago, and she about 170 miles away. She needs some gas money to get back to Chicago, and nevertheless on that, that shows you that you Edomites, your society is coming to an end, man. Because it's more Edomites on the street now begging for change than there is Jakes. Because when the Edomites were in good case, it was you had a lot of Jakes that was on the street, begging and things of that nature, and now when the tables are being turned, now you're seeing a lot of Edomites that are out here on the streets begging, and a lot of it due to the fact of the matter is on how they ran their rulership, man. They ran their rulership, and they ran their rulership, to the ground, and how they oppressed the people, especially the children of Yahweh Shem Shah, which is the Israelites, which consists of you Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and these guys, how they mistreat the Most High chosen people, especially the Israelite man, especially if he's of the tribe of Judah. You know what I'm saying? Because the tribe of Judah, the men are last hired and they first fired. If you know what I'm saying, and just to hear that these Edomites complain on how bad that they got it. You know what I'm saying? It's basically it's heartwarming to me because these guys, these Edomites per se, they had a time, they had a time in rulership, man. They were on top, and they were living a lavish life, and this is their kingdom. And they come to realize now that the one percenters, the ones who running everything, they realize that they don't care about them, like they thought they did. And now they want Jake to join forces with them to take down the quote unquote the one percenters, which they call themselves the light ones. But guess what? That's not our problem. That's not our problem, because guess what? This is your kingdom. This is your rulership. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be out here living your best life, because you supposed to be living the best life you have in this society, because your rulership is going down. And it just, and you even got the Edomites, you know what I'm saying? They don't even regard their own rules. Because like I said before, I was at, going to get something to eat, and come to realize I didn't have my mask on. And you had to have a mask on inside the gas station. So I was going to go back, and it was the two Edomites were like, you can go in, we, what I'm saying, we don't enforce that rule. And that shows you that these Edomites, man, they don't regard they don't regard the rules or anything, you see. But they want everybody else to, follow rules in the same route that they put down. They find loopholes to get around it. You probably like, okay, what's this? All this have to be inspiration to, to the elect of Israel. But this also shows you that this society is breaking down, because we in the society, is saying it gets saying, he divided against himself, and their kingdom is coming to an end. And it comes to an end because now you got a lot more Edomites that are complaining about, the jobs and everything else, especially here in America, in Babylon the Great. And this is the Ecclesiastes chapter 12, starting at verse 3. It said, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened, and the door shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of Media shall be brought low. And also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man go to his own home, and the mourners go about the streets. And this is uh you know what I'm saying, this is this guy's kingdom, man. Cause if you look at it, you got all the stores that are closing, you got people that are being laid off, and you got unemployment is an all-time high. You got people filing for unemployment is at an all-time high, and all these things that are going on under the watch of Esau Edom, and all these things, like I said, is going under their watch. And then the worst part about it is the COVID-19 that they use to put fear on the people, and all these things that are going on, showing you that Yahweh Shem Shah is breaking down their society, man. It's breaking down their society, in a great way, man. It's very heartwarming to the elect of Israel, because we are seeing this man's society is being broken down, man. It's nothing that we have done. It's all in the hand of Yahweh Shem Shah, because the scripture tells us in the book of Job, and I'm gonna get it. I believe it's I don't know if it's let me get it. One moment about that. But if I can remember it, I think it's 12:5 if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not. It's man, hold on. Here it is, 14:5. It's Job chapter 14. I'm gonna go ahead and start at verse 4. It said, "Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one." And that means that I'm just gonna continue on verse 5. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." And guess what? And we come to that time that Esau Edom is going to be taken out of power. You're already seeing that his society is crumbling right before your eyes. But it's gonna be a certain day, certain hour, certain month, and certain year that Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna take this man out of power. And that's the reason why you got these elites are scrambling to trying to figure out how they're gonna implement their new world order, how they're gonna implement the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, because now you got, now they saying that everybody is hip to what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Now they see that everybody is waking up to what's going on, and now they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do, because I don't see this thing going back. You see, they trying to make the society normal, but I don't think this thing going back. And you're seeing that this man's society is breaking down, and you're seeing that the man's society is collapsing right before your very eyes, and you're seeing that his rulership, is coming to an end, and to bring out another scripture, and it's a very familiar scripture. This lesson ain't gonna be too long. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just, hit a couple points, and then, pray that this lesson be edifying. And this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. It said, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." And we went over this, time and time again, but this is just inspiration, to the elect of Israel, to let you know that this man kingdom is coming to an end, And we read in Job 14:5, he only have a certain bound that he can allow to go and before Yahweh Shemel Shah takes him out of power. And and Esau knows that his time is coming to an end. And he knows that his rulership and all the things that he knows is coming to an end. And Yahweh Shemel Shah is breaking down this man's society. So this guy the Esau rulership is coming to an end, and they know that, and that's the reason why that they fear these things that's coming upon the earth. That's the reason why you hear them, crying about how unfair things have been. But guess what? You guys rule the earth, man. You guys had the best places, man. And you all lived it up off the expense of Jay, man. Yeah, the other nations have too, but guess what? You rule the earth. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be sitting there, talking about the things are being unfair. But guess what? This is your kingdom. This is your society, man. This is your rulership. You're supposed to be living your best life, man. You supposed to be living it up. But you know what I'm saying? You people living in fear. Why are you living in fear? Because you know that Yahweh Hashem Shai is gonna judge you all, man. And you know what I'm saying? And get another quick scripture. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay for the thing that you have done. You can't get out of it. And that's the reason why, just even hearing these Edomites complain, and one Edomite complaining about, he's barely getting paid on the job. Guess what? That's not our problem, man. You see, this is your rulership. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. It said, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. And the Most High is preparing slaughter for your children, man. Because guess what? All the wickedness that your forefathers did, in the scripture basically tell us that y'all going to require that, of the children unto the third and fourth generation, roughly paraphrasing. Because why? Because you come back every third or fourth generation and to play out the judgment here on the earth, man. And you Edomites, y'all shed blood, man. Y'all slaughtered the Gadites in this land, according to Numbers 35 and 33. It said that you know what I'm saying, he's gonna require the blood that's been shed in it. I'm just gonna get it because I don't want to butcher it. You guys got to require. You got a lot of heavy sins that you got to pay, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for all the wickedness that you done. And you Edomites don't want to do it. That's the reason why you crying and complaining that my forefathers did that. I didn't do it. My forefather came over there and killed those Gadites, killed those Indians in the land. We didn't do that. Guess what? You still got to pay for it. Just like we had to pay for the sins of our forefathers, man. Just like we had to be in captivity under every great kingdom. And guess what? You're going to have to be in captivity. Guess what? You're going to have to pay for the sins of your forefathers. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you cleanse, Salaki, you shed the blood of our forefathers in this land. And this is Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. And guess what? You damn devils got to pay for the thing that you've done and all the blood that you shed in this land. And guess what? You took this land by rape, rob, and murder, man. You took this land like I said, you took the land by rape, rob, and murder. And guess what? You're going to have to pay for that. And, you know what I'm saying? You have to pay for it. And you got these, like I said, you had these Edomites in there whining and complaining and all these other things. But guess what? These Edomites, y'all got to pay for it, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for what you had done. You just not gonna get off the hook. Well, you all talking about, oh, my forefather did that. I didn't have nothing to do with that. Guess what? You are your forefather, and guess what? You benefited off of it. So guess what? You have to pay. And that's point blank. Period. It said that in this Ecclesiastes chapter 41 verse 5. It reads, the children of sinners are abominable children, and they are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. The inheritance of sinners, children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. And that's you Edomite, man. And your prosperity is going to be a perpetual reproach among you because of all the wickedness that you have done. You know what I'm saying? And now, Yahweh Shem outside is acquiring that payback. And now you all acting as though that you don't know what to do, man. Now you're scrambling. And now you're trying to figure out how you gonna try to get out of it. But guess what? You can't get out of your punishment. You know what I'm saying? You can't get out of the punishment of what your forefather did. You have to pay for that. And this is the next verse. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 41, verse 7. It reads, the children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. And you Edomites are reproached for the sake of your forefathers, man. Because your forefathers raped, robbed, murdered, lynched our people over here. You know what I'm saying? And not just here, but also across the world. You took our forefathers and you brought them over here in slavery, man. You know what I'm saying? You treated them cruel and you threw their babies over you used their babies as alligator bait. And you know what I'm saying? You lynched our forefathers and you castrated them. You raped our women and you did horrible things to our children. You done all these things. But yet our punishment turned around upon you. And all of a sudden now you want somebody to show you mercy. You didn't show mercy to our people. That's the reason why Yahweh Shem outside is allowing you to, you're gonna have to start paying for your crimes, man. And especially here in Babylon the Great. That's the reason why all these other nations are not even taking Babylon the Great seriously, man. Because people want payback, man. They want payback. And these nations are rising up against Babylon the Great. You see, these nations are standing up. You know what I'm saying? They want payback because they know that America is the one that started this coronavirus. They know this, and they seeing past the BS. Now he's saying that these Americans are scrambling. Esau Edom is scrambling. These elites are scrambling because they know that they time is coming to an end, man. They know that they have to pay for all their sins, especially the elite. They know that they're gonna be going in them cotton fields, man. They know that they're gonna be rounded up and gonna be in slavery, man. That's the reason why they hide in their bunkers. You see why? Because they know that their time is coming to an end, man. That's the reason why they gonna come down with great wrath. Because they know they have a short time. And once they come down with that great wrath, and once they start persecuting, the elect of Israel, you see, they know it's going to be their end, man. They know it's going to be their end. And they know that Yahweh Shai is going to come back and he's going to deliver the elect of Israel. And they know that there's nothing they can do about it, but they're going to try anyway because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai going to place upon these devils. They're trying to fight Yahweh Shai. And it's going to be a miserable ending for them, man. And this Ecclesiastes 41:8, it said, woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Yahweh. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. And woe means destruction unto you devils out there, man. Because you know what I'm saying, you profited off the backs of his children, man. Because the scripture said that he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. And you all been touching the apple of his eye for quite a long time, which is his chosen people, these the Israelites, which is all you black Latinos and Native Americans. And these devils know they got to pay, man. You know, they gonna have to pay. And especially, you know, the children, they gonna have to pay. And you got he might say, well, my forefather did that, I shouldn't have to pay. But guess what? You gonna have to pay. Yes, you do. Because guess what? We had to pay for the sins of our forefathers. Because our forefathers broke the covenant. And we had to pay. And yeah, well, we chosen people, we have to pay. What makes you think you're gonna get off the hook? You're not getting off the hook, man. You have to pay. Just like, you know, like I heard like I heard the Edomites were complaining about, you know, based how fucked up their kingdom is. Well, excuse my broken French. But guess what? This is your society. That's not our problem, man. We waiting on the kingdom of heaven. We waiting on the kingdom of heaven because we know that our kingdom is not going to be a messed up kingdom. We know that the Most High is going to put His law in our inward parts, and that we're going to be ruling in righteousness. We're going to be ruling all your devils in righteousness, man. And you're going to have to rebuild. You're going to have to rebuild everything. You see, we're going to be boasting on your works and on your labor like you did our forefathers. Just like you do with us right to this day. You boast on your labor and boasting on Slack and boasting on our labor like you took all the credit, like you did everything. But guess what? You're going to have to pay, man. And your time is coming soon, man. Your time is coming soon. And that's it for a lesson. I pray that it will edify. Sorry that I was all over the place. But, you know what I'm saying, it was, you know, just wanted to bring out this lesson because it was motivating to just hear these Edomites crying and complaining about how jacked up their kingdom is. You know, it's very funny because how they jack crying and complaining how messed up their kingdom is. But guess what? This is your rulership, and this is what you got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? This is what you got to deal with. You're going to have to pay for what you done, man. And that I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shah, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle elders and prophets of Great Millstone. Another respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. See you again with another lesson real soon. Yahweh willing. Shalom.